When Allen Chastanet became Prime Minister in 2016, the murder rate was 32 for the year. By the time he left in 2021, the murder rate was 55 and escalating to 75. Last Thursday, Chastanet described what his government did to fight the surge.
In 2019, the United Workers' Party administration increased the police budget from $88 million to $102 million. We installed over 1,200 new CCTV cameras across the island, creating a network of eyes that help deter crime and solve cases. We maintained a fully operational K-9 unit. We equipped our police with working scanners. We established protocols to protect evidence and maintain the integrity of our justice system.
In spite of Chastanet's best efforts, the number of homicides still increased. The problem was regional and not the failure of any prime minister or police commissioner. But there is an election coming this year, and there is no time for facts when there are important political points to be scored. By Sunday, the opposition was mining Saturday's eruption of violence for political points.
And where is our Prime Minister? The man who swore to protect us. The man who not only holds the highest office in our land, but also controls our national security. He's nowhere to be found when bullets fly. But he's everywhere when it comes to protecting his political interest.
Most of the victims and perpetrators of criminal violence are young men, but Chastanet and his team did not offer a plan for rescuing young men. Rather, Chastanet turned his attention to a former cabinet colleague who has become a political enemy, twisting his target into a rope to hang the peer administration with.
And the rot goes deeper than just their failure in crime. We have a cabinet minister who believes his role is to attack and intimidate any woman who dares to speak her mind. Any woman who refuses to be silenced. Any woman who demands better for herself, her family, her country.
St. Lucia attracts international crime and violence for the same reason that the British and French fought over it in colonial times, and the same reason that Americans built a base in Vieux-Fort in World War II, because of its strategic location. St. Lucia's police have succeeded in lowering the crime rate over the last year without resorting to asking for a state of emergency with all the human rights abuses this invites. And their admission of missing evidence in 2 homicide cases from the last decade was historic in the level of transparency that police showed, opening themselves to criticism in an effort to be truthful with the public. But in Chastanet's world, this is not a step forward in transparency. This is just another failure.
We've witnessed not just a surge in crime, but the collapse of the justice system with the mysterious disappearance of evidence in critical criminal cases.
Facts are not easy. When the truth is that a friend got murdered last night, it's hard to accept that the fact is crime has gone down significantly, and St. Lucia has not resorted to a state of emergency or human rights abuses like in other regional territories. It's hard to admit that Commissioner Verngard's strategies are working when bullets ring out. Last weekend, the opposition United Workers' Party made things simple for St. Lucians, however. They basically asked the voters to choose between the real facts about crime and how they feel. And voters will either stand on the facts or sink into their feelings. Either way, it won't be easy because St. Lucia was, is, and will remain the best located island for transshipment of illegal drugs to Europe, a fact that the United Workers' Party has yet to address. For Choice News Now, I'm Jason Seaflay.